Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. Let's get into it. Let's see what your guides want to yap about. I know it's been a hot second since I've been here. Look, if you didn't already know, your girl owns and operates a business, okay? And what I do, I teach music. I have a little music school, and it is my child. It is my baby. I love it so much, and I be out here doing the most for my students. So I'm running events, taking them busking, doing all the good things so that they can build their confidence and have experience and kick goals and stuff like that. And it makes me so happy, and it is also very draining. So 100% worth it. 100% worth it. But she's been tired. She's been tired. Hope that you guys are doing okay. I almost didn't jump on here because I know my guides are like, self-care, Dan, rest, Dan. And I was fully going to be like, nah, it's a sleep night. Finish work. Time to get into some sleeping. But here I am, spending a little time with you. We have two areas coming out with the cards. First and foremost, we have the Chariot in reverse. We have Justice. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. Okay. It feels like you're really breaking through a little bit of a lockjam in momentum. It feels like you're really forcefully pushing yourself through it. It could be a thing of like, you're getting yourself out of bed when you're like, I know I should be resting, but I also know I need to get out of bed. There is definitely this sense of you wanting to come back into a softer energy as well. We'll explore that. And then we'll have a look at the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Cups. Okay, interesting. Let's get into this Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords energy. It feels like part of you is ready to welcome in new energy again after being the person to kind of close things off. Looks like you're ready. Yes. They're tapping on my head. Yes. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm ready to bring this back in. I'm ready to welcome new energy in. I think there has been a time of almost like reclusiveness for you. And you're ready to not be a hermit. You're ready to be a bit of a social butterfly. Let's get some more. So you have the Queen of Wands. It was in reverse, but then it span around as it came out. So it's in the upright. Really looks like you're ready to, and you've probably had some experiences already where you're like feeling invigorated about the connections that you're engaging in. And I feel like this is a big deal because you might be the kind of person who usually feels very drained around people. And I think that the reason why you're finally feeling really invigorated with certain interactions or certain new people or old connections is that you're fostering connections that are very aligned to you. So if you're wondering like, oh, what's changed? It's that you are really deliberately choosing who gets your energy. And because you're being really deliberate about that, you end up gravitating towards people who not only receive your energy, but also give you energy as well. So that's why you don't feel drained when you leave them. You don't feel like you've been feeding someone energy who's been taking and taking and taking. Like it's been an exchange and you feel like, oh, I just got to hang out with someone. I got to talk with someone. I got to be around someone and I didn't leave feeling like, ugh. That's really exciting. I can feel the excitement in you for that. So I love that for you. So it looks like you've been out and about. Now, if this is not you just yet, then that's what you need to do. You need to be picky. Be really picky about who you are sharing energy with. And it should be sharing. It should be a back and forth, give and take, reciprocal. If you are leaving an interaction feeling more drained, I'm not saying don't hang out with that person. I'm saying take note, okay? So that you can appropriately prepare for what that interaction is going to take out of you. And maybe you want to put a time limit on it. You want to be like, oh, I can't hang out past 3 o'clock. Sorry. Like you set it to like a 1 hour, 2 hour hang. or you know that after that you're just going to have a lot of downtime. We can't just cut out things that drain us. Like, don't get me, I'm a teacher, okay? My entire job is extremely draining. I am giving a lot more energy than I am receiving. I plan for that, and I don't cut it out of my life because it's like the most important thing to me apart from family, you know? Like, it gives me purpose. That's what the role is going to be in that dynamic for me. So that's okay. So you don't have to cut out people that are draining you. You just need to like make sure that you're taking care of yourself around that situation. We just need to know these things. It's time for us to be grown and understand how things are, like how we respond to the stimulus around us, to the people, to the energy around us, and make sure that we know how to navigate that and prepare to navigate that. Okay. Oh. Messages coming through. Guides are like, we got things to say. You've not been here for a sec. We have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the Justice. We see you breaking through. I feel like this has been a very intentional move for you to break through this like stagnant energy. Let's have a look at what is sitting around that. Universe, please, inside information. The Hermit in reverse and the King of Cups upright. Yeah. You're like, no, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep keeping to myself and staying here in this room. I need to go out and share myself with the world. And I feel like you've been allowing your emotions to lead you with that. And then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. I think also a big thing is that this is either advice if you haven't come to this yet, or you have already come to this yet because you're brilliant, smart, and intuitive. There needs to be a point where we put the fantasies, we put the daydreams, we put the shoulda, coulda, wouldas down and aside. Because they're not helpful. They're not helpful if you're not taking action on it. So if it's not something that you intend to take action on, you might have already just been like, you know what? This is done. This is done. I'm not going to do anything with this. I'm not going to take action on this. Therefore, I'm not going to let it take up any more of my brain space when there are so many things. There's a line around the corner of projects and people that want to occupy my attention. Now, if you are not there yet, it's time to put down those things that you don't want to take action on. And I'm not saying that like you need to put down your dreams and your goals and your daydreams. Girl, the way I love I'm a Pisces, okay? I live for a daydream. And at a certain point, it's like, well, is this helping me or is it harming me? And sometimes it can be helpful in that you end up taking action on those things. These are things that inspire creativity, they inspire art, they inspire movement, progress, epiphanies, internal, external growth. Like, it's great. But some things we just ruminate on because some part of us feels comfortable in re-traumatizing ourselves with shoulda, coulda, wouldas and situations and people, and that's not helpful. We know it's not helpful. If a Pisces is telling you to stop daydreaming, you know what's up. You know that this has gone too far. So if you needed to hear that, just put things into categories of, is this helpful? Is this not helpful? Is this something I intend to take action on? And if it's not, we need to start redirecting that energy and that attention onto things that are really helpful for you. Just think about you. Yeah. Anytime you're just thinking about yourself is not time wasted. That's just me. Let's have a look at this Knight of Coins in reverse. Knight of Coins in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. A lack of movement, a lack of communication. I'm getting straight away with the rest of the reading that this is not your energy because you've been out here breaking through the stagnancy, coming out of your cage and literally doing just fine. I know I said that in another reading. It's a callback, okay? There is an energy here, no communication, no movement. We're gonna pull just a couple of cards on it, and then I'm not gonna spend any more time on it because this energy has been lingering. And look, like I said, if there's something that's not going to be taken action on, then like let's not give it any time, right? And here is this like inaction and activity energy that's just lingering around you. I don't want to give it time. I don't think y'all should give it time, but here we are. They're showing up in the readings, and if I don't put the message through, it's gonna like sabotage the reading. We're not doing that. I'm giving y'all some readings. So here we go. 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the Temperance and the Queen of Coins. The only way this person is going to be able to get out of this, like inaction, lack of communication, is if they break down the walls around them. In order to break down the walls that they have built around them, they need to go through an entire like ego washing. Like they need to take a long, hard look at themselves in every facet, in every way. This person is not currently doing that. This person may never do that. I don't know. But we need to, if there's someone in your energy, if there's someone lingering around that you know is like not communicating, this is what they need to go through, and what your guides and what I want to tell you as a grown woman with a Pisces moon, okay, so Pisces moon, sorry, Scorpio moon. I'm like so fluffy and off with the fairies until my Scorpio moon, and then we cut people off. They get every chance in the world until they cross the final line, and then it's like done. They're not currently breaking down those walls. They have no intention of breaking down those walls. They are so used to sitting and leaning up against the walls that they've built around them that it feels like a couch. Like it feels like their home. They don't even see it as a wall. They can't even comprehend that something might be outside the wall. That is how dead set they are on not doing anything about breaking down a wall around the walls that they have around themselves. So they might break down those walls. They might go through the ego washing. They might take a long, hard look at themselves and then be able to really evolve and alchemize from there and like become this Queen of Coins energy, soft, open, ready to give, receive with a really golden energy. They totally have the potential to do that. 100%. They're not doing that at the moment. And you know what? It would be nice if they did. But they might not ever do that. And I'm not even saying that specifically about this person. People either go through that process or they don't. And that is neither here nor there for you. Like that's not your pig, not your farm, not your journey. Your journey is accepting that some people are able to break through that. Some people can't. I am going to pull a little bit. Why does this, if this energy is just like doing, why are they lingering? Why are they lingering? Then they're not planning on doing anything. And here we are getting like this weird advice on what they should do as if they're like part of the reading. You know, it feels like they're looking over this. Lovers in reverse. Okay, this could be like an ex situation or just someone who, you know, had feelings for you. Yeah, that's why. So we don't need to get into that. There's nothing indicating that they're going to do anything. So that's all you really need to know, right? Let's get into some oracle cards. I feel like this has been a short but like very snappy reading. Like It's been loaded. Very energized. I feel very energized. Maybe that's why I've been so drained recently. It's just that I haven't been here doing this with y'all, being in your beautiful energy, hanging out with your guides, my guides. Could be. Let's see what the oracles have to say. All right. We have take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah. Take it easy, y'all. I knew this message was going to come up because I could hear my guides being like, Dans, if you need a rest, just rest. It's okay. No one's going to be upset if you go 4-5 days without posting a reading. And I know you guys would be fine because I know you guys will be, I know you can survive without this. I know it's fun to have it, but you'll be right. But yeah, take a break. If you're working too hard, if you feel like your body needs sleep, then baby, get some sleep. All right. Rebirth. It's time to leave the old behind. Shedding the chrysalis, taking risks. Oh, taking risks. Look, I love me a taking risk energy. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. It's terrifying. Isn't it terrifying to take risks? The thing that I think about the most is like improvising in music. Everything comes back to like a music analogy. You just got to take risks. You just got to go there. You just got to like jump in the water. It'll be cold when you first get in, but then it's literally fine. Like every exciting, strong version of you sits on the other side of like a risk. You know? It's time to leave the old behind. And look, maybe the old is a version of you that had walls up, or yeah, if that happens to be you for some reason. Maybe the old is whatever this energy is that is lingering around. Maybe it's just time to leave that behind. But embrace all the beautiful things that are to come. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Thank you for, I don't know, dealing with this really weird, chaotic energy where I was away and then I'm back and I'm really excited. I am excited to do more readings for you all coming up soon. Now that I have a little bit more time to breathe among work. But yeah, thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you're enjoying all of this, subscribe, like, do all the things that help support this channel. I will see you in the next reading.